Joining us now live in studio to discuss the Ready and Resilient Committee's year in review is Committee Chair Jeff Stein. Dr. Stein, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for including me, your final show of the year. Certainly, congratulations to you all for all that you and all of ELN has done this year. We've certainly depended on you for news and information about COVID and beyond. So our thanks to you as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. So our first question, now we've had a few stories about graduation in our newscast tonight. So how are you and the rest of the committee preparing for the influx of visitors that are about to come to campus?
Great question. We are trying to make sure that families are thinking about this before they come. And so hopefully folks are either getting vaccinated or they're getting tested right before they come. We've also sort of condensed the week or compressed it, I guess I would say, a little bit. Still lots of activities, but not stretching as long and not really as many opportunities for all the families to get together at one time, trying to keep people apart to some extent.
Moving into the Ready and Resilient Year in Review, what do you think was the committee's biggest accomplishment and biggest mistake this year?
We learned a lot this year. This was all new, so everything we were doing, it was like creating a brand new university. I think one of the things that I take away from this year is that we as a community can do tremendous things together, right? So what I take away is we managed to bring everybody together to take on this challenge that we couldn't imagine. I think at different times on the weakness side, at different times it was easy to forget that every single individual is coming at this differently from a different background with different needs. And when you're moving quickly, it's easy to create a policy or plan that doesn't meet everybody's needs. And you saw us make those mistakes during the year, and I think we got good feedback from the community about changing some of those things.
Yeah, so looking ahead at the fall, what do you expect in terms of mask wearing, in-person classes, maybe potentially requiring vaccines?
Yes, so first, we're really excited. If you guys were returning, hopefully you'd be nodding your heads about the fact that we're going to be in person again. You know, we were only one of maybe 20% of colleges and universities in the country that was in person all year. So we're excited about being able to be back in person with eased restrictions. So I expect we'll still have vaccines and testing, and we will have masking in at least public areas, probably in classrooms. Distancing, we're hearing from the scientists and from research, is less important. So that should be able to be closed up a little bit. Ventilation still really important. But one change that we'll be able to make that we're excited about is every class will be able to have the full roster in one room. What does that mean? It means that no more hybrid classes, and we'll be able to have lots of other events on campus because we'll have spaces for those. So students can plan events and have meetings and that sort of thing. But also, we know those will be safe, right? So that's a big change as well. You asked about vaccines, so I want to be direct and actually answer that. Two pieces there. One is the numbers as of this afternoon. The undergraduates are leading the way with about 79% of undergraduates having at least one dose of the vaccine and 77% of the whole campus. Now, if you control for and remove those who are working or studying remotely or studying abroad, those numbers go up. Actually, this afternoon we went up to about 83% of the undergraduate population and 81% of the whole campus. So R&R did make a recommendation recently, last week, to the campus that we go ahead and do everything we can to get everybody vaccinated. The university is going to have to mull over that in the next couple weeks, do some research. There are some lawsuits out there that you've probably heard about. We're not there yet, but we will make a decision in the summer, in the coming weeks, with plenty of time for people to plan.
And then what do you see the role of the Ready and Resilient Committee being this next year?
We're going to take a nap. No. Everybody on campus is tired and not just ready and resilient. One of the things I would encourage everyone to do this summer is really take a break. We've never lived through something like this, and the toll on everyone is tremendous. But I think R&R will still be in the background. We'll still be meeting, trying to make sure that if there's any kind of surge, we're ready. But hopefully pulling back from people's everyday lives and everyday emails and that sort of thing.
All right, Jeff Stein, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.